Hello. Okay, this video, most of my videos are, but anyways, for women 50 plus. And why? Because we are going through some stuff, right? We're facing ourselves aging. I don't like to say that word. We're really living how we want to live this next phase of our life. And I've supported women many stages, throughout as they were aging throughout their life with healthy eating, going through menopause, postmenopause, and all of that kind of stuff. I've even been a personal trainer and a yoga instructor, nutrition, all of that. So I kind of always been helping women for years and years. And now, because I am definitely over 50 and know how it affects us, this whole, as the years go on. And also looking at how do I want to be? How do I want to have my life now? And I thought of them like, I really help people design the life they want. Like, that's really my passion right now. So I have truly designed my life the way I wanted it to be throughout all my years. I made so many choices because I was like, I am choosing this type of a life. I am choosing this type of a life for me. And I think that sometimes, especially when we hit over 50 and I'm 60, so getting closer to that age, we can begin to think that there's so many limitations, that time is running out, that maybe we can't do what we once thought we could do, or what's the point? Or there's nothing left now, right? There's nothing left. We're dealing with our body changing so much, our skin changing so much, everything like on the outer side changing along with the inner. So it's big, big, big changes, and emotional stuff comes up, and we decide the life we were living before doesn't feel right for us anymore. And it's like, why? I should be really happy. Why am I not real happy? What's wrong? What do I really want anymore? What really makes me happy? I don't even know. Do I have a purpose in life? Am I supposed to be doing something different? All of these things come up, and it's totally natural for this phase of life. I think because we yearn to grow, right? We learn to grow, and we know our soul is like telling us it's time to change. It's time to change. You are changing on the inside. Your soul is telling you something's coming up. Your old life doesn't fit you anymore. But then it can be this whole thing like, I don't know how to change. I don't know what to change. It feels scary. I don't know how to take that first step. Maybe there's nothing ahead. Like, what's even ahead for me? What's even possible, right? I've just been the type of person that's always been determined that, okay, this part, if I notice something in my life that isn't working, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make it, I'm going to change it. I'm going to work towards something different. And all the changes, like, I've just gotten up and made big changes in my life, like big, big changes that a lot of people thought would be so scary. And I'm so brave. But I think it was more, I couldn't stay in the old thing. Because the old way of life, or whatever I was living, nothing was really bad anyways, it just didn't feel right to me. And I'm like, no, this isn't what I want to be doing. This isn't me right now. Like, I know there's something more. I know there's something I desire. Like, really focusing on, how can I do my life? How can I live my life that feels good to me? And we change. So that means our life is changing. What used to feel good to me in my 20s is different. What used to feel good to me in my 30s is different. What used to feel good to me in my 40s, 50s, right? It changes all the time. So we get to kind of continually redesign our life. That doesn't always mean you're going to make a big move across the country or, leave a long time relationship, but you could. Or drop friends. Like, all of these things are possible, but it's not like you have to make a huge change to feel different and to have change and to feel better with the way your life is like, right? We get to make these little changes, and they always start within, always. We get to start making these changes within ourselves. And then also, you decide. I dress very young, like I'm 60 now. The way I dress is crazy. This sweater looks like an old lady sweater. That's definitely true. But I dress so young, I think, for someone my age, but I've learned to be okay with that. We got to break these stereotypes and rules and shoulds and haves to and must, or I don't fear people's judgment like that anymore. It's like, I judge myself a bit. I think what people might be thinking. I imagine what they might be thinking, but then I'm like, oh, that's too bad, because this is how I want to be. This is how I want to dress. This is how I want to be doing things, right? And so coming more into your personal power. A while ago, I came up with 7 personal powers for women that when they step into those, I mean, it's a process, right? Of course. 7 personal powers, your life can totally shift and change in a good way and in a way that feels good for you. Remember, you're the one making the changes. You're the one deciding. You're the one designing your life and how you want it to be. And yes, it can include your partner. Yes, it can include your kids, because if that's part of you now, you want it still part of your life, right? So of course it can include those things. So like I said, it doesn't have to be a big, drastic, scary bone change all at once. It's like making these little shifts, being conscious, really connecting to ourselves, asking the questions, right? How do I want to be now? How do I choose to live? How do I choose to feel each day? What types of things do I want to be doing? What is my soul, my heart telling me to do? What are the nudges I'm receiving? What doesn't feel good in my life, right? What doesn't feel like me anymore? What am I doing that I get resentful? I don't want to do it anymore, but I'm forcing myself to do it. Who are you expecting to change, right? Like if you're still with someone and you're like, well, if only he'd do this or she'd do this, then you got to let that go. Always bring the focus back to you in a good way. I'm choosing this for me. I know this is really good. I'm choosing to come from a place of love. I'm choosing to accept and love people for who they are. I'm choosing to follow the path that feels best for me, right? All of this doesn't mean you have to be selfish or leave other people or any of that. It's all coming from the place of love and what will work best for you. And everybody else gets to choose what works best for them, right? That's the power. We all have it. All right. Thank you for listening. And I do have a program that runs month to month. It's Take Charge of Your Life. It's for women 50 plus. And this is exactly what we do, because having the guidance, accountability, and the process and the focus and a group of women who are working towards things. And women over 50, we are different, right? We are constantly changing, but we can really have an understanding of each other and what we're going through. So if you want more information on that, contact me through Facebook, Diana Marchand. I also have YouTube videos that I'm doing now, 3 mornings a week so far, with beautiful morning ways to starting your day. So they're posted first thing in the morning. I do a card pull. I read from certain books, read from this book today. And it's really getting you started in a positive way, a focused way, setting good intentions for the day, starting to shift and rewire you to love yourself more, accept yourself more, go through this part of our life feeling more positive about it. All right. Feel free to share this video if you know anybody who might like it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know below that you did. Okay. Much love. Bye.